Unit number 2, data models and data types. Types of data models. Which are the types of data models?
Network model, hierarchical model.
Azul.
Relational.
Record based.
What is hierarchical model?
Data is organized in tree structure.
Yes. Which is called as? Which is also called as? Data is organized into tree structure, which is also called as parent and child relationship. Right?
Yes, sir.
Network model or sorry, advantages of hierarchical model. Sarthak. Advantages of hierarchical model.
It is simple to understand and easy to arrange the data.
Yes. And efficient. Simple to understand, database integrity and efficient. These are the three advantages of hierarchical model. What is network database model?
It is organized in graph.
Entities are organized in graph.
And here a child have how many parents? Child can have
Multiple parents.
multiple parents. आणि याच्यात टी स्ट्रक्चर असतं का?
No,
No, sir.
Advantages of network model. Advantages of network model. नोटबुक बघा, नोटबुक मध्ये असेल लिहिलेलं.
So it is conceptually simple and handle more relationship data types.
It is
Conceptual simple
okay.
and
Hmm.
handles more relationship types and data access flexibility.
Yes, right. Its design is simple and easy to access, and it has capability to handle various relationship. Relational database model. This is the
Data
simplest
is
model.
organized in 2D.
Yes, Kashish.
Tables, that is 2D dimensional.
Two-dimensional table. Relational database model. How the data is stored in this database model?
Row-based table. It stores data in row-based table.
Row is called as
Tuple.
tuple and the column is called as the heading of a column is called as
Attribute.
attribute. Right? And data is stored in the form of
Row type.
Rows and columns.
rows and column. Rows and column is also known as table.
Table.
This structure is frequently used. This relational database model is frequently used in the softwares or any website. Advantages:
Data integrity.
And data independence.
ease of use, flexibility, security, and data independence, and data manipulation language. These five are the advantages of relational database model, which are ease of use, flexibility, security, data independence, and data manipulation language. कौन सांगेल परत?
Sir,
कशिश?
please.
हाँ फैजल.
Sir, repeat करा नहीं.
Ease of use, flexibility, security, data independence, and data manipulation language. What is domain?
It is a type of constraint.
What is domain?
Sir, type of constraint.
Type of constraint. What it actually means? Sonali Patil, Madhura Patil.
Unique set of values.
Unique set of values. Madhura,
Yes, sir.
what is attribute domain?
Integer. It means the whole number.
Sorry. Again.
Whole numbers present करता है in table. In domain.
Attribute domain restrict the values.
Yes.
Anybody can give the example of this domain? Domain restrict the data to be inserted with a specific constraint.
Sir, domain of month of year.
Domain of
Month of year.
month of year. For example, means
It can accept January, February, like that.
okay. For example, employee domain. What the employee domain does, it will accept the data related to employee only, right?
Yes, sir.
Like this. Student domain, employee domain, a college domain. What is attributes? Or explain the four types of attributes. Types of attributes in a database management system.
Single value attribute, multi value attribute, composite attribute, derived attribute.
Derived attribute.
Key attribute.
What is single value attribute? Madhura, Ikram,
It take place only a single value in entity.
right?
The attribute which take up only a single value.
Right. Multi-value attribute.
The attribute which take up a single value for each entity.
Multi-value attribute.
No, more than one value.
Yes, sir.
Attribute having a set of values for a single entity.
For example, what is the example of this multi-value attribute?
Sir, students, landline and mobile.
Mobile number.
Mobile.
Email.
Student's contact number. Use
Yes,
a
sir.
generalized concept for this multi-value attribute. Not be specific. A generalized means you can extend the attributes furthermore. A contact number. A contact number may be your landline number or your mobile number. A student can use or student can enter two mobile numbers or two contact numbers in this field, right? This is called as multi-value attribute. What is simple attribute?
Sir, it cannot be subdivided into components.
Right. For example,
The roll number
Student
of a student.
name.
Age.
student name.
Class.
Name can be divided into first name, middle name, last name.
Sir, complete name.
The roll number, sir, roll number of a student.
Yes, roll number of a student or
Employee ID.
employee ID. Student age.
Yes, sir.
अजून composite attribute.
An attribute composed of many other attribute.
Attributes can be divided into subparts.
Yes, Nitish. Attributes can be divided into subparts. For example,
Address of student.
Name is divided into first name and last name.
yes, name. अजून
ॲड्रेस ऑफ स्टुडंट म्हणजे सिटी वगैरे स्टेट.
ओके. अजून एक्झाम्पल कंपोजिटचे. What is derived attribute?
It can be
Just the
derived from all.
other attribute.
Means, for example, this attribute is physically exists in the database. Is this attribute is physically exist in the database? Yes or no? This attribute is physically exist in the database.
No.
Why? Because we have taken this attribute from the calculations of existing value. We calculate this value. For example, if we have to take a age of a student, then what we have to do? We have to calculate it
Date of
from
birth.
date of birth. This is called as derived attribute. What is tuple?
Single row of table.
Single row of table, right? What is relations?
It will not have same to save tuple.
Relation means we use to specify the connection between two tables. This relation is used to specify the connection between or relation between two tables. Now next part is the database systems. Which are the types of database system? ईश्वरी फाळके, ओमकार मुदाबे, विक्रम गिराडकर.
Object oriented.
No.
Hierarchical. Network model.
No. Database system,
Homogeneous.
not models. Database system.
Centralized database system.
Right. Right. Centralized database. There are four types. First is centralized.
Distributed.
Right. Distributed.
Relational.
No. Centralized, distributed.
Client server.
Client server. And the
End
last one is
user.
last one is
End user.
parallel database system. Centralized, parallel, client server, and distributed. End user is a type of database, but this is not mentioned in this types of data. This is a types of database system, and that is a type of database. Explain the centralized database system. Centralized database. What is centralized database architecture or centralized database system? काय असतं याच्यात?
सर सिंगल कम्प्युटरवरती ॲप्लिकेशन रन होतात.
बरोबर. सिंगल कम्प्युटरवरती ऍप्लिकेशन रन होतं की सिंगल डेटाबेसवर सिस्टीम रन होते? सिंगल कम्प्युटर की सिंगल डेटाबेस?
सिंगल डेटाबेस.
ऍडव्हान्टेजेस काय असतील याचे? जर सेंटर एका ठिकाणी तुमचा सगळा डेटाबेस असेल तर डेटाबेसचे ऍडव्हान्टेजेस काय असतात आणि डिसएडव्हान्टेजेस काय असतात?
Better data quality.
Easy to share the data.
Easy to share the data. Accuracy of the data is maintained. We can provide a more security to the database, or information can be updated or maintained easily. These are the advantages of your centralized database system. And what is the disadvantage? What is disadvantages? एका ठिकाणी डेटा स्टोअर केलेला डिसएडव्हान्टेज काय असतो? डिसएडव्हान्टेज ऑफ सेंट्रलाइज डेटाबेस सिस्टीम. एका ठिकाणी डेटाबेस जर स्टोअर असेल तर तुम्हाला काय अडचणी येऊ शकतात? फॉर एक्झाम्पल एकच तुमचा ड्राईव्ह बनवला तुम्ही तुमच्या कम्प्युटरमध्ये जर एकच ड्राईव्ह बनवला आणि त्या ड्राईव्ह मध्ये जर सगळा डेटा तुम्ही स्टोअर करत गेले तर काय अडचण येऊ शकते तुम्हाला?
Complexity.
अजून
Database failure.
database failure can be a major disadvantage. Response time is increased, or your computer will take a more time to search the data. Space utilization, right? Response time will be more, your space utilization will be more, and transaction throughput. These are the disadvantages of your centralized database system. Parallel database system. What is parallel database system? A parallel database system means you can use a multiple resource simultaneously. You can use a multiple CPU or multiple disk simultaneously. This can increase your performance, right? It can be, this can increase your reliability, or you will be have a large capacity for the storage. This is your parallel database system. What is advantages of this? Performance improvement, high availability, increased reliability, and the large capacity. It will increase. These are the advantages. Next is a client server database system. What is client server database? This is easy. Kashish,
Yes, sir.
what is client server database system? Kashish, what is client server database system?
No, sir, I don't have idea.
Faizan, Sanjeevani. Faizan,
Yes, sir.
client server.
What's client server?
Client server database system. बोला, कोणाला माहिती क्लायंट सर्व्हर सगळ्यात सोपं आहे.
Server receive the commands from client.
Right. Take an example of banking system. How the banking system works. How your banking system works. This is similar to your centralized database system. Your bank database is storing centralized location, right? And it will be accessed from every branch or every computer. The data is accessed, or a client requests the data from server, a server responds to the request of client. Like this way, your client server database system works. गौरव का थे
Yes, sir.
सांग क्लायंट सर्व्हर.
सर क्लायंट सर्व्हर मध्ये क्लायंट रिक्वेस्ट करतो सर्व्हरला आणि सर्व्हर रिस्पॉन्स करतो.
Kashish,
Yes, sir.
now tell me the client server database.
Your client request and that get order from server and server respond to that client.
Example of this.
Bank where customer has the relation with means management, we can say that.
The customer will not have directly access to your bank server. Your manager or cashiers
Yes,
and the
yes,
operator will have the access to bank server. It will request to the server and server will process this request and give the response to cashier or manager. This is
yes,
your client server database system. Understand?
yes, sir.
Now, what is the advantages of this? First advantage is centralized database. Second is security. If your database is centralized, then you can provide a proper security to your database. Third one is the backup and recovery. Your data is stored in one location or central location. That's why you can take a backup of data. If in case your database server is down, then you can do recovery or restore your data properly. Upgradation is easy. This is your advantages of client server architecture. संजीवनी कोणते कोणते सांगितले मी advantages?
Security maintenance, scalability,
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, what is mean by scalability?
Scalability means making the changes in this easy, or we can upgrade a server. Or
Okay, sir. Thank you.
when we need the more system or more resources, we can add it easily.
Okay, sir.
What is distributed database system?
A database which is distributed in several parts.
Azul.
A collection of logical irrelated database and multiple which is distributed.
Your database is or your database can be on different locations and it is interconnected. Database are physically on different locations, but it is interconnected. This is the basic concept of your distributed database system. Means your company, if your company is working on different locations, location 1, location 2 and location 3, then these all three locations have a separate database server, and these three database server are interconnected with your network. This is called as your distributed database system. मग प्रत्येक लोकेशनला जर सेपरेट सेपरेट सर्व्हर ठेवलं आपण तर काय बेनिफिट असेल आपल्याला आणि त्याचं डिसएडव्हान्टेज काय असेल? सेपरेट सेपरेट डेटाबेस असेल तर ऍडव्हान्टेजेस काय असतो? ऍडव्हान्टेज काय असतं?
It improves the performance.
राईट, इम्प्रूव्ह द परफॉर्मन्स. अजून
A better response.
बेटर रिस्पॉन्स, लोकल कंट्रोल. आणि डिसएडव्हान्टेज? जर एक सर्व्हर माझं 1.5 लाखापर्यंत जात आहे तर मी चार लोकेशनसाठी 4 सर्व्हर घेतले तर काय होईल?
सर्व्हर जॅम.
सर्व्हर जॅम नाही. 4 लोकेशनसाठी 4 डिफरंट सर्व्हर घेतले तर माझी कॉस्ट इन्क्रीज होईल ना.
येस सर, कॉस्टली.
Then there will be a problem of security. Database designing will be more complex. And also the problem of data integrity. These are the disadvantage of your distributed database system. Which are the types of this distributed database system? There are 2 types of this distributed database system.
Homogeneous and heterogeneous.
Yes. एक्सप्लेन कर दोन्ही. मी 2-3
Yes,
वेळेस
sir.
एक्सप्लेन केलेले. एक्सप्लेन कर.
Homogeneous distributed database मध्ये आयडेंटिकल सॉफ्टवेअर वापरलं जातं.
राईट.
त्यानंतर आणि हेट्रोजेनियस डेटाबेस डिस्ट्रीब्युटेड डेटाबेस सिस्टीम मध्ये डिफरंट सॉफ्टवेअर्स आणि स्कीमाज वापरल्या जातात.
Software for what? Softwares for what? The software to store the database. In this homogeneous distributed database system, we have to use a same database software to store the data. Or in this heterogeneous distributed database system, we can use a different softwares to store your data. This is the difference between homogeneous and heterogeneous. समझलं? होमोजेनियस आणि हेटेरोजेनियस मधला डिफरन्स. फैजान
Yes, sir.
समजलं का?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
कशिश?
Yes, sir.
Types of database architecture. There are 3 types of architecture.
Sir, single tier, 2 tier, and 3 tier.
नाही. क्लायंट सर्व्हर, पीर टू पीर आणि मल्टी डीबीएमएस आर्किटेक्चर. कोणते? client server architecture, peer-to-peer architecture, and multi-DBMS architecture. ठीक आहे, हे तुमचं सेकंड संपलंय. एवढंच होतं. किती सोपं होतं बघितलं ना.
Sir, please repeat that types.
Peer-to-peer, client server,
Second.
okay. Now we will start.